Hey, good morning and welcome to Hobby Evolution episode 191. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. I'm wearing my Bears hoodie pretending it's 1986, and we're getting ready for the punky QB sweetness in the fridge to take the field against the New England Patriots. But alas, it's not 1986. It's 2021. We've got Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. I'm looking forward to it. A couple of great quarterbacks. I'm a Tom Brady fan. I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan. I just appreciate the talent. So I really don't care who wins. I just want to see a really good game, and I want to see some good quarterbacking from Mahomes and Brady. I've I was a fan of the Chiefs at one point in my life, just a brief period, and I've talked about it before, where I've kind of jumped on, not even bandwagons, because I was a Dallas Mavericks fan when they really sucked, like Roy Tarpley days. I just loved the really terrible Dallas Mavericks teams of the late '80s, and I kind of did that with football. I don't know why I liked the Chiefs. I liked the Rams because I had a neighbor who was an LA Rams fan. I liked the Saints because they had cool colors. But yeah, I don't remember why I was a Chiefs fan. Good morning, George. What's up? Sorry I did not catch the show last night. My wife and I did Chinese last night, a takeout. Zach Herman, good morning, guys. So I wasn't able. So we found this place. It's called Taigu. Amazing made noodles, and it's like just down the street from our favorite sushi place. It's a couple doors down from our favorite sushi place. We actually went with some friends a couple years ago, and it was really good. But then we didn't have it until the pandemic, and now it's like our favorite. And Taigu. So we had Taigu. The problem is order in. So we placed the order at like 5, knowing that it was probably going to be a long time, like an hour. So we placed the order at like 5. My wife checks it and says it's going to be ready like 6. So then we call, and this is like every time. So you place the order online. It gives you an estimated time, which is way off. So it said 6. It said 6. So my wife calls, confirms. They're like, oh, it's going to be closer to 6:45. So I'm like, okay. So I leave. It's 10-minute drive. Get down there, check in like right at 6:45. Oh, it's not ready yet. Give us a few minutes. It was 6:55 before it was ready. So we were doing Taigu. So I missed the show. Noodles. Yeah. Homemade noodles. I actually didn't. I'll switch it up. There's like 5 different dishes that I like. So last night I went with sesame chicken with crab rangoon, which I love crab rangoon. My wife gets the noodles every time, and she gets like the same dish. So my wife gets like the same exact dish at like our favorite restaurants. I like to switch it up and try different things. So I'll go with sesame chicken. I don't like their orange chicken. I don't like their General Tso's chicken, but I like their noodles dishes. There's one that's got some spice to it, but their homemade noodles are amazing. So, but I rotate. So last night was sesame chicken. So that's what I did last night. Yesterday, I went to the card shop. So my buddy Brian, who lives here in Madison, you may see him on Twitter at Offbeat All Stars, does some awesome card art. So we did a in-person trade. He's a Nolan Ryan collector, so I gave him a stack of Nolan Ryans, and I was pretty happy that 18 are new to his collection. So he's getting close to like 400 unique Nolan Ryan cards. So he gave me a box of like 200 Cubs, including, and this is what he does. So he does like card backs, card art. So it's 90 score with a 93 leaf. So that's a 93 leaf back. And then he cut out the 90 score Ryan Sandberg. And then so this is the back of the card. He does the 1 of 1 Offbeat All-Stars sticker, and that's the front of the 93 Leaf. So I'm actually going to put this on display on one of my shelves. So a couple hundred cards with Brian. So we hung out at the card shop for about 45 minutes, had a good time. He said I had more fun than he did. He was just there to pick up supplies and do a trade. I actually did some digging and picked up some good deals. And I actually want to go back because we actually did our trade after the card shop, so I didn't want to hold him up. So I just ended up kind of going through a couple boxes. So I think I'm going to go back. I actually looked today because I really wanted to go back today and dig through because there were some cool cards. But it's closed on Sunday. So I think I'm actually going to go tomorrow after work. George says it's kind of fun living in Asia and watching them make noodles on the street. Oh, I bet that would be I bet that's a really cool process. You'll have to watch from last night to get why that was funny. Oh, okay. So I was digging through the boxes, and so typically what I've been buying at this card shop is the junk boxes. And I showed off the last junk box, which was just filled with awesome cards for $20, the price of a blaster. And I haven't been buying retail. I haven't even attempted to look for retail the last few weeks because my area is just bombarded like 50 people. So literally 50 people. So I don't even try anymore. So I just spend it at the card shop. So the shop owner wasn't there, and he even kind of struggles looking for the junk boxes when I go through. He's, pulling each box aside, looking for, because a lot of it's like junk wax. So he was out yesterday, so I didn't even want to bother with the stand-in guy, because I've actually yesterday was the first time I've ever seen in the 6 years that I've been going there it's Jim's Card Corner. I've never been in there and Jim's not there. So Jim was not there, so I didn't even bother asking about the junk boxes. So I was digging through, and he has some boxes of like $1 box, a quarter box, and then like a box of like relics and autos and like parallels, and they're marked between like $2 and $10. Most of them are $3 and $5, but between $2 and $10. And I flip through, like usually I just go looking for Cubs cards. And there's really not much. There's like Kyle Schwarber rookies for $1, and I'm not going to pay $1 for a Kyle Schwarber rookie that I have like 700 of, and they're worth a quarter. So there's really not much I find. Every once in a while, I'll find a couple like parallels I don't have, and I'll throw down a couple bucks and buy them. So here's my issue when I start digging through these boxes. So I'm like type A or type B when it comes to the boxes. Either type A, I'm pulling out card after card and putting my own stack. Or I'm type B, where it's like, I like this card, but I want to find other cards. So then I won't even set it aside, and then I have to go back and look. So there's actually a few cards I found that I liked that I think I'm going to go back and look for this week. So I was more type B yesterday because really I was just kind of looking. Brian was looking at supplies. So I'm just like, I'm just going to look through, see what's here. So I found a card, and there were some like Bowman Chrome Autos, and they're like no-name prospects and stuff. But I found this Edward Olivares from 2018. It's not a Bowman first, but it's a Chrome Auto for $5. He's a non-pitcher, so I figured I'll take a flyer on it. And I think the comps on eBay are like 15. So I think that's I'm just going to set it aside. Basically, I'm just setting my baseball aside right now because prices are like, I don't know what's going on in the hobby. It is freaking insane. Like it's just crazy. It's hard to put into words. I saw a tweet today, or maybe it was in a Facebook group, Allen Iverson tops rookies. Somebody's like, I sold this, or I bought this for $5 in November. Now it's selling for 40. I bet I sold 5 Iverson rookies in November or last summer for like $750 on eBay. Because I remember seeing him and I was happy. And so here's the thing. I got to remember I was happy getting $7.50 for an Iverson rookie that was just stashed away in a box that I had acquired in a collection. But I had sold like 3, 4, 5 of them. Now they're $40 a piece. So some of the prices on everything. Dan, what's up? Good morning. Sorry I missed you last night. So I picked up this Edward Olivares Chrome Auto from 18. So that's when my type B. So I'd gone through a couple piles already, and that's where it's like I need to go back and see if there's anything that I looked over, glossed over, because I wasn't really looking to buy at that point. Then when I found the Olivares, I'm like, maybe I'll buy a few cards. So then I found a Cub, a Charcer Burks, Bowman Holiday Auto, and this is numbered to 99. I think he was released, but it was $3. So I thought, add that to my collection. So that was the only Cub that I bought. I bought 5 cards. I only spent $17 on these 5 cards. Then I found something for my buddy, Luken Baker Auto. This is not numbered, but it's from the same set. Oh, it is numbered. That's weird. Is this the same year? Oh, this is the Burks is 18, and the serial numbers on the back. So this Luken Baker is from 19, and the serial numbers on the front. So that's for my buddy George, KBO, coming at you. Then I found a short print. There was a bunch of Heritage Miners, and I think I want to go back and look through these a little deeper. So I bought this was in a $1 box, $1 for this is a short print Jo Adell, and this is kind of a speculative buy because he's going to have a rookie card in 2021 Topps, which is out this week. So I figured short print for $1. I mean, I can sell these all day, a common for $3 on eBay. So at worst, I break even on that. But that was a good buy. And then I could not believe this was on the pile, and it's from 2017 Heritage Miners. Look at this. Bo Bichette, blue parallel, numbered to 99, numbered 41 of 99. $5 for this card. There's not any listed on eBay. There's not any sold on eBay. I think the numbered to 50, I saw one listed for like $40, $50. So this could be like a $25 card. Right now, who knows what happens when baseball season kicks up, but I'm just going to set, these 3 cards, I'm just going to set aside, and, once baseball gets in full swing, total of $11 on these 3 cards. So I thought that was an awesome deal. So I'm looking forward to getting back to the card shop and digging a little deeper, because I was just kind of flipping through piles and I pulled those aside, and once I found that Bichette for $5, it's like, what else is in here? And that's when it's like, and I told Brian, I'm like, I'm sorry, man. I get caught up because I know he was ready to go, and I just get caught up and looking through. I'm like, one more stack, one more pile. And it's like the old one more, I'm going to have one more beer, and that turns into like 7 more. And that's what happened when I was going through these stacks of cards, where it's like, all right, this is my last stack. And then it's like, ooh, I saw Heritage Miners in this next stack. One more stack. Yeah, George, that's exactly what I'm thinking, is especially the way cards are taking off. And another thing, I've just the absolute boom in pricing. And it seems like, I know that 2020 was crazy and we saw pricing on everything skyrocket, but it seems like singles prices have just in the last week alone have just like 10x'd. It's crazy. And baseball, and typically I start moving baseball cards out of my eBay store as far as sales. They start moving like mid to late January. And then by this time, when Topps Series 1 comes out, that's when I'm like steadily moving. And it seemed to come a little later this year. And I've got a ton more inventory than what I did last year. But I really didn't see like an uptick in baseball sales until about a week ago. So the end of January. So it was about a week or two late. But I have a feeling once spring training and the season starts, man, baseball prices are just going to skyrocket. So I've got some boxes where like I'm just trying to load up on. I found some vintage hockey that I put up. I had a stack of maybe 50 like early 70s hockey cards. So I put those up most at 99 cents. So I put those up in the eBay store this week. I loaded up. I was running auctions on some of the premium stock Pulsars, and I think I'm now leaving money on the table because especially a lot of the rookies are only selling for 99 cents. I had a couple rookies that didn't sell at auction for 99 cents with free shipping that I immediately listed in my eBay store for $2.50, and they sold like within hours. So what I've been doing is I've got I think a few stars like Luka and LeBron, Giannis. I've got a few auctions of that going, and then once those end, everything else I'm just going to throw up at buy it now. So Zach says my chat is behind the live video. I spent $15 at the LCS box of 91 Fleer Cellos for 10, 90 score traded set. Oh, the Thomas. Yeah, that's a cool Thomas card. I still love the regular score draft pick Frank Thomas, but the update Thomas is pretty cool too. 5 packs of Score Baseball, and you pulled the bow. That was worth it all alone. Love that card. Do have a bit of stuff going straight to auction to get some funds rolling in, like the Jameson 2020 foil. Nice. Oh, by the way, I ordered it. I think it's Parkside Cards. I'd never heard of it. I saw the post in the Blowout forums, and it's like a tribute to the Negro League, and I think a portion of the funds go to the Negro League Museum in Kansas City. And it's a set with all of the black players who were drafted in 2021, and the Cubs drafted 2, Jordan Nwogu and Ed Howard. And then you get one auto with the set. And I think it's like $40. So I bought a set because there's 2 Cubs in there and the auto. And then I saw Ivan watch the breaks. He had bought a set, and he said his single sales were doing well, and it's a really cool set. So I think at Parkside Cards, I'd never heard of it, but a really cool set. I ordered that. I ordered some retail boxes of Series 1. Who knows when those are going to come in? Now I'm kind of concerned because probably by the time, overpaid, and by the time they are shipped to me and I receive them, they're probably my area targets are going to be on like the 4th restock of blasters, and they're going to be all over the shelves. So it's going to be, there's so much talk about retail being delayed. I don't know if there's truth to that or if it's just, a rumor that caught fire. Somebody did message me that I'm actually going to look. Somebody messaged me last night. Who lives in the area, and he's always checking in on, because he lives on the other side of town, which I don't visit, like the east side stuff. I'm on the west side. And he said he started seeing some blasters in like Facebook groups. Let me see it. So I'm going to do a quick. So the last time he said that, I'm like, oh no, that's probably just pre-sales. And then I looked up. So this was like 2019 Chrome update, I think. He said that, and I'm like, oh no, it's probably just pre-sales. And I looked up on eBay, and it was actually a guy I know from here who found them at my local store. So I drove down, and there was still some stuff on the shelf. He didn't take it all. Oh shoot. It is 2021 Series 1 retail is out in some places. There's a post on eBay, blaster box in hand, in the picture of the guy. Thankfully, the guy's wearing socks, because you can see his feet. Herman says, I seen singles listed on eBay with pics. Yeah, so it's retail is in the wild. Interesting. So that's good news. Retail won't be delayed by 200 in retail blasters. So Herman, what I got was the big retail boxes, the 24-pack retail boxes. I bought 4 of those, and hopefully they come soon. I don't have any shipping notifications, which I don't really expect. Matthew, what's up? Good morning. I don't expect to get any shipping notifications. It's so release date, like the official release date's Wednesday. I would hopefully I'll get a ship notification this week. I don't expect to have it like this week, with the drop date being Wednesday. And I don't know. It's from Toy Wiz, the third party that you see on Walmart. I've never ordered from them before, so this is new for me. Like I know, and I don't know if we talked about it here or if we talked about it on Brad's channel somewhere. I remember talking about Blowout and Dave and Adams. Typically, when I've pre-ordered on Blowout, they ship it to where you receive it on the actual release date. So from Blowout, I'll actually get the boxes on Wednesday, the release date. But if I order it from, I think Dave and Adams or Steel City, they ship it on release date. So I don't typically get those until Friday. And then I've ordered, I pre-ordered from a card shop in Illinois once. Same thing. They shipped it on release date. So I didn't get it until the next day or 2 days later after release date. So that's why I like doing pre-orders with Blowout, because they'll ship it out like on Monday, and so I'll get it on Wednesday. So that's with how I got this. So I may venture out just to see if there's any retail on the shelves. I'm done with the waiting lines, and it's like I've got enough that I can list and sell. If I want Cubs, I'll get them in trades or buy them off eBay. I don't want to sit in a queue of 35 people, 40 people at my local Target to get one single blaster box of tops. Just not going to do it. So it's going to be interesting to see how much is allocated to my stores here, and what the lines will be like. But I'm looking forward. I'm going to totally have FOMO on Wednesday, probably starting Tuesday when people start opening their stuff. Retail's already trickling out in certain places. So I'm certainly gonna have a lot of FOMO on Wednesday when everybody's opening tops, and I'm waiting for my order, my online order. So I did buy. So along with the card shop, I had some mail come in. I think I have the cards. So my buddy Big Kids Collect. Oh, I left the other. So Big Kids Collect sent some stuff. Sent what? 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 8 cards. I think this is this a refractor? Oh wow, this is a refractor. I didn't even realize that at first. So this is a Luke Little Bowman Draft Chrome Refractor. So that's a new one. Here's an in-person autograph, Topps Pro Debut, Brooks Raley, which I love Topps Pro Debut, but I never buy it for some reason. Jeff Samardzija flag back. Starlin Castro, Darwin Barney. A Nico Horner rookie from Topps. What else? Brooks Raley played in Korea. Oh, wow. I did not know that. Anthony Rizzo on the 92 throwback. This is a new one. Sample. I love these. Sample from Pinnacle 95. And this is probably my favorite, or it is my favorite of the bunch. Jason Hamill. Jason Hamill auto. So very cool mail day from Big Kids Collect. And then Rick up in the Northeast Massachusetts sent me a few cards, including my first Super 70s. I left it upstairs. Fergie Jenkins from the Super 70 set. So that was my first card from the Super 70 set. So that's all I had for today. Super Bowl prediction. So I don't have a horse in the race. I do have my cousin Rhonda was a cheerleader for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the late 80s. But I was never I was too young. I was like 5, 6. So I was never a Buccaneers fan, but that's my connection to the Buccaneers. The Chiefs I was actually a fan of for like a brief moment for like 1 year. I bought a stocking hat. I think I bought it when I was at the FFA convention in Kansas City in 95, 96. But going in the smoker, very nice. I'm not doing anything special for the. I haven't done any cooking for the Super Bowl in several years. In fact, we haven't really done anything. Of course, this year we're not because of the whole pandemic thing. It's probably been 5 years since we've actually like done like a Super Bowl get together with friends. I rather just hang out, watch the pregame all day. Yeah, I'm one of those guys. I'll watch the pregame show starting at 10 a.m. all the way up until the Super Bowl. It's kind of background noise. It's not like I'm like zoned in on the TV watching it. But I just kind of just have it on in the background. And I think that's from like when I was younger, although when I was younger, like, you know, back in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, I don't think we had 10-hour pregame shows. In fact, it's 8:50 Central Time. There's probably a pregame show on one of the channels right now. But I do remember like I think, you know, back when in the 90s, there was probably like 3-hour pregame show, 2-hour pregame show. I will end up missing it, was planning to watch it, but got roped into doing stuff tomorrow. So yeah, I don't have any, like, I'll probably go get a 6-pack of some beer. But nothing special planned food wise. So my pick for the Super Bowl, I think the Buccaneers are going to win. I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a touchdown. I think like a 6 to 9 point game, like a touchdown, maybe a touchdown, a field goal. I think it's going to be a fairly close game. I think it's going to be more defensive oriented than all eyes are on the quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, which I tweeted this morning. Both were Major League Baseball draft picks. Tigers in 14 for Mahomes, and the Expos. Of course, that's long been written with Tom Brady. He was an 18th rounder in 1995 for Montreal. So all eyes are on the quarterbacks, Brady, Mahomes, the passing of the torch. But I think it's all going to come down to defense. I don't think either of the quarterbacks will be the MVP. I think it's going to be like a role player, maybe a defensive player, because I think it's going to be a defensive game. And that's why I think it's going to be a close game. You know, it's going to be like 21 to 14 type of game, 28 to 21 type of game. I don't know the players, but I think the Buccaneers are going to win by 6 to 9 points. And the Super Bowl MVP is going to be a defensive player on the Buccaneers, probably from the secondary. It's going to be like an interception to seal the win. And this player is going to, you know, maybe have 2 interceptions, you know, maybe like 15 tackles or whatever. So that's my prediction. Super Bowl MVP, you know, a safety or cornerback. I don't know I couldn't name a single defensive player for Tampa Bay. I don't think I could name a single defensive player for Kansas City. So that's my prediction. Buccaneers by about, let's just call it 8 points, split it down the middle. Buccaneers by 8 points, Super Bowl MVP, somebody out of the Buccaneers secondary, lower scoring game. So that's my prediction. I think the Super Bowl commercials are going to suck this year. that's just another that's just my pessimistic thought on that. Herman says if the Bucks win, no way they give it to anyone but Brady. Yeah. Never leave my house for the Super Bowl. Always just do a big cookout. Good morning, Max. What's up? So that's my Super Bowl prediction. And that's all I have going on for today. I've got some more eBay stuff going on. I did find, I don't know if I showed this off. So here's, I talked earlier about, I'm just kind of rambling now. I talked earlier about, I think yesterday, or I talked earlier today about the price is skyrocketing. So I saw a tweet this week about Marvel, like 1990 Marvel unopened box, sold in like November for $275. That same like unopened box sold recently for $1,900. So I don't know anything about Marvel. I don't watch superhero movies, so I don't know anything about the market or anything. But one of my good friends is he's a big like superhero guy. He collected Marvel cards. So I sent him a text and I'm like, hey, I know you have Marvel cards. You might want to look up eBay, and you might want to sell because the market's like super hot right now. So he's like, what's selling? So I showed him the screenshot of the 90 Marvel, and he's like, holy crap. He goes, that's like the most common, like crappy product there is. So he was like a set collector basically. And he's like, I sold most of my stuff like a few years ago and basically broke even. So he didn't have like any unopened boxes or anything like that, but he still does have a few things. So I'm like, I knew I didn't have any like Marvel, but I have like some like random, like this is like a weird set. So on Craigslist, whenever I go go anywhere, I'm always looking on like the local Craigslist to see if there's any collections. So when I was broadcasting down in Illinois, I checked out the Peoria area Craigslist, and somebody was selling like this, 25,000 non-sports cards. And it was like $40, so I couldn't turn it down. So there was some like good stuff. Like I ended up selling like one set for like $50. So I made some good money on it. But one of the weird things is like this 92 DC Comics. It's like the death of Superman or something. It's really random. I've got a whole stack of these. I don't think they're worth anything. But so I wanted to bring out my non-sports cards just to see if I had anything. It doesn't look like I have anything worthwhile. There's this box set of Fast Cars, really random. How about these? I like just because I like the movie. Gremlins. This is actually Gremlins 2. Gremlins. This is all Gremlins 2. What else was in here? Pagemaster. No idea what Pagemaster even is. This is really cool because I'm a Simpsons fan. So there's these like acetate promo cards from Skybox, and I actually sold a bunch of these for like $3, and I found more of these. But this is like a sealed, shrink wrapped, like a whole bunch of them. So I think I'm going to throw those on eBay because I know that those will sell because I have. And then this is some like random, some broken case from 1978, Sgt. Pepper's. Is it? I don't know if it's Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Yeah. So this is Robin Gibb. And I don't know what this set is because it's like a bunch of random. These are actually in good condition. Was this a movie? I know it's a song by the Beatles, but so these are from 1978. Is that the Bee Gees? Must be because Robin Gibb is Bee Gees. I've got a box of Elvis cards from like the late 70s too. They're in pretty crappy condition. These are actually in good condition. I had another stack of these, and this is where my I found one with a stick of gum, like still from 1978, still stuck to the back, and somebody wanted it in trade. They actually sent me some good stuff in trade for a 40-year-old piece of gum. So that's pretty much all, just a whole stack of these. So I had to break these out, but that's all I had for today. Now I'm just rambling. So thanks for chatting. Thanks for watching. 1millioncubs.com is the website. 99centcards.com is the eBay store. I did list a whole bunch of basketball. I've also added hockey cards. So that's it. Thanks for tuning in Sunday. Have a great one. See you tomorrow.